the best place to actually be is the astral realm. Y'all know how we do. We love to be in the astral realm, but we also realize that we have work. We have spiritual work or astral work to do while we're in our physical vessel. So I'm like, to me, there's no difference until almost all of us have no difference. Like, okay, we're going to the astral realm. I'm just fully going to the astral realm to do this, to do that. I got to do what I got to do. Oh, and you notice at the end, you're like, you tell people, okay, I got to go back to the physical. And then you head back to the physical, and then you're doing spirit work just while you're in a physical vessel, because you have this world that's in 3D to help out. So you got to be in that level to help. So now the next question, that the big question people wanted to ask about and know more about, is physical bodies and the real self. So some people have some of their bodies in homeostasis. Some people, they're gonna like, it's like they're gonna switch out. It's like as soon as they go home, they get to switch back into their other body, or it's like it transforms. Tell us more about what you know related to that information.
This always amazes me with you guys, these third wavers. You guys are the video, what do you call the, what's the movies? Anime. You guys are the video and anime, like, generation, and you guys, for the lack of better terms, have not made the connection between your video games that you're doing here and your actual homeostasis and representation of where you are in your original planet.
I see you.
Everything is set up for you guys here to click your awareness and remembrance. Everything, all the way down to you guys being connected to the video games, like to really be a visual for you guys to get the whole thing, to get the whole picture. So I want you guys, if you will, to visualize yourselves in another dimensional realm with your virtual headset on, sitting in a gaming chair, actually choosing to experience and play the game of Earth in your full extraterrestrial selves. Whatever that is for you, whatever being you feel mostly connected to, and in that particular avatar. You're sitting in this chair with your headset on, and you say, I'm getting ready to play the game of Earth. Plug me in. Hook me up. Plug me in. And as long as you're plugged in, you're in the Earth simulation. Okay? You're in it. Okay? And for all intents and purposes, remember, you guys, when you're in this simulation, you're actually, quote unquote, asleep where you are in your real destination, your real one. You're asleep, living it and playing it here. When you go to sleep here, you awaken in that gaming chair. You wake up and say, woo, who got next? Who up next in the game? Y'all come up off that game for a little bit. You come up off of it. And you literally come back to it when it's time for you to play. It's a cycle. It's a cycle.
I like the way
I try to think of how to explain it in that terms, because this generation gets it. Y'all get the gaming thing. So this is the best way for y'all to get it. The best way for you to get it.
You couldn't.
The simulation part of it is the part. The simulation part of it is the part that nobody wants to accept, because everybody want to believe this is real, and it's hard to believe that it's not. And so that's the biggest resistance that people have during this experience, is realizing it's just an experience. It ain't even real. It's not even where you are originally and what you're doing. So let's take it deeper. Mm-hmm. Let's take me connecting with the Pleiadians. Remember I told y'all, I said, I was able to connect with my Pleiadian brethren, as all of you are. You guys are connecting with your soul family. Now, remember, you got the headset on. You're sitting in the gaming chair. You're playing. You got your soul family playing too. Y'all, you know how y'all do on the gaming system. You can talk to other people in different places here on Earth when y'all playing. Mm-hmm. People you ain't never met. Mm-hmm. Can't y'all do that?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all doing it. You're doing the same thing in your real reality. You got your real people, your soul family that playing with you. You got them. You got them right there with you. And so they're showing up to you in the simulation, playing the game with you right here, like they are there.
Yes.
And so the question, I think you asked me the question, Cash, somebody said, what do we look like? Didn't you say that? Or something? Is that what somebody wanted to know?
Yeah, so it looks like someone wanted to know in here what they look like. But I mean, I guess that's very individual. That it's based on the individual for sure. It's like you almost realize on your own, and that's part of the. I feel that's part of the journey, is to see what your real form looks like.
Exactly, because in my simulation, I am pure energy. Like I see myself when I go into simulate. I'm a clear avatar. Like you can see through my body. You can see through it. Like there's no body, there's no facial features, and I'm just clear. I'm a clear walking energetic being. That's from my awareness and experience. But Cash may see himself as like as he does now in his current form, but maybe taller or maybe a different complexion, or maybe it's what you perceive yourself to be based on your awareness in the simulation. Do y'all understand that? We're all playing this game at different levels. Different levels. So you're going to appear in your real reality differently. We're all going to look differently in our real reality.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, y'all better play this game and play it good. Y'all came here to win it. Y'all came here to win it, to close it out so it can be a new simulation created. Let me bring you guys into another awareness, because this will probably shock you guys too. So go back to our scenario where we said you guys are in the gaming chair, you got your headset on, you playing the game, and then when you have your headset on and you're playing it here on Earth, you're awake. You're in your awakened state. And so when we go to sleep is when you come off the game in your dimensional reality that you're in. So when you come off the game, you then meet with your people you're playing with. And this is where your astral traveling comes in. This is where you kind of go to the astral. You think you're, well, I don't want to, am I going to let out too many secrets? But look, you're in the astral, but you're really meeting up with what you're doing in the astral when you're disconnected from the game. And when you're disconnected from the game, yeah, you're kind of talking about what's going on in the game, like what you're going to do when you get back on, what you're going to change, what you're going to do. And then your physical body is in the astral previewing it and listening and watching and experiencing it while you're disconnected from the game there. Is this too heavy duty, y'all? Am I explaining this good enough? Because I'm trying to make it clear.
You laying it out real clear.
Okay, so you guys I want you guys to realize the connection between your physical reality and your astral reality and what's really happening in relation to the simulation. This is really weird, you guys, because let me tell y'all something. I'm getting this all right now while I'm talking to you guys. I have never had this concept be explained to me, through me like this, except for you guys. So you guys this must be for your ears only, because I ain't never said this before.
We always said what's happening in the astral affects the physical. There's like a delay. But really what she's trying to say is that the astral and 5D is the real world, and we are here in the physical to do this thing. Like we always talk about souls jumping into the physical, souls coming. Some souls are here because they gotta learn lessons. Some are here for a mission. Some are here because they're native here and they just live here, right? So all these souls is the real. Now, the game character or the physical is just the game. So we know civilizations that have physical vessels, but they're highly aware, but they're like, we like having a physical version. So we're highly evolved, but we have a physical version. Some of them, they don't even need a physical version no more. They're like, we don't even need that. To them, it's very low in density compared to where we can be. So this is where we had Jeannie talk about how the physical is really 1D. That's true. That's the lowest you could go. I mean, you could say there's 0, but we won't get technical. 1 is the physical is the lowest. So this is literally a form of a game that we're playing now. It's not literally codes and zeros and ones. It is a divine type of game where this physical, we see the physical plays by certain rules, atoms coming together and doing this, making this, then water and air, all of that's just a part of the game that we hop in and out of. So we talk about going to the astral realm. You want to be a shadow hunter. You want to fight. You want to heal people in the astral realm. You want to explore in the astral realm. You're talking different beings in the astral realm, doing all this stuff. Whatever you're doing out there is actually the real life, and what you remember is what your physical form is perceiving your real self doing. So you're like, oh, it's just a dream or whatever, because you're rooted in the physical because you have this physical vessel, but really you're just hopping in and out when you need to, and your real self is that astral and that soul self.
Absolutely. Every time I disconnect from the game, in the dimensional realm that I'm in, I'm going to a council meet. I'm in a meeting because I'm literally talking about, okay, this is what I'm doing in the game. Like, okay, like tonight, I'll go and I'll say, okay, I was on a chat today. I spoke to, a Discord group, I let them know, blah, 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 whatever, whatever. And so when I'm in my council meeting tonight, I probably, they may point out some of you guys that were on here. They'll show me you and kind of tell me what you're going to be doing and when or if I'll encounter you again and when or how. Or I may get information on, oh, okay, you did that. So that's good. You can check that off the list because you and Cassius, and then they may give me a preview of what's coming down the pipeline. So it's like I get briefed, just like he gets briefings from the GFL, I get an itinerary or an agenda from the council in terms of what I'm doing now, what's coming up, and what to expect. Just like being on this Discord now, they finally told me now's the time to go on the Discord. He's been asking me for about 2 years. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I don't want, it's not, but now they said, no, it's time. It's time now. Now it's time for you to go on the Discord. And I got that from a council meeting in the Astral Realm. So you see, you guys, when you disconnect here and you awaken there is when you get the information and the insight to bring here to carry out what you're doing, here.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't worry about it if you don't remember it, because so many people are going to be like, I don't remember. You will remember when you're supposed to remember. Yes. You will.
This is why I say astral traveling, y'all, is really, you don't have to sit down and meditate and go into like a state. No. I mean, you could do it like that, but the best way is the lucid dream technique. Just go to bed, and whatever receiving, whatever is happening while you are non-physical, even if it's just in your mind, say you're just dreaming and you're traveling, we call it offline travel. You're still astral traveling, or you're online, or you're going out of body. It doesn't matter. You're still non-physical.
And let me tell you guys one more thing too, because a lot of people get caught up in, I want to go to the astral, I want to go to the job. You guys get caught up in the dream state. Because it's a little different than astral traveling. You guys, when you have those dreams, that is your subconscious bringing up messages for you, and guidance to help you guys here on Earth, to help you here and where you are in the game. So if you're dreaming, you're lucid dreaming, that's good. Sometimes that's better than the astral, because you're getting insight into what you need to be doing here on the playing board, to get stuff done, to get some movement forward. So lucid dreaming for me was what was first. That was first. Then I started going to the astral. For Cassius, it may have been the reverse. He may have went to the astral first and then started dreaming. I don't know, but I firmly believe the route you take to do that is based upon your mission, like based on what you're going to be doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I definitely think that is the biggest thing people need to know, especially with that non-physical aspect, because people are like, oh, was it a dream? Was it out of body? I'm like, at the end, it doesn't really matter. You're getting non-physically what you need to get and experience. So focus on that. And from there, you'll do, if you want to go further, you want to astral, and you want to play a part in what we call the astral war. You want to play a role in what's happening on the earth from the astral realm, or your real self. You'll be able to do that. But first, you need to build up into that. You need this training. We talked about astral school before. We talk about astral arena and how you could use these to your advantage, definitely, but you need to make sure you are on soul agenda, soul timing. If you're not astral traveling yet like how you want to, that is fine. You're supposed to be focused on something else right now that is going to help you do that thing better. It's like you're in grade 8 trying to go to grade 10, and it's like, okay, wait, focus on grade 8 and grade 9, and then you'll be in grade 10 and you'll be able to do it. Someone asked here about people that are in the physical. What about those people that don't care about the astral anymore and only focus on earth? What would you have to say about that, Don?
People who don't care about the astral and only focus on earth. Okay, so I would say that they are kind of like I was. Remember, Cash? I was like, you go on in the clouds and I'll stay here and worry about the earth. Like, I had no desire to go to the astral, because I'm like, this is where all the happiness are. This is where the party is right here. I'm like, I can go to the astral once I leave here, because that's where I'm from. So I used to say, I'm supposed to be here. Well, right now, where you are in your mission and you're learning, you're connected to earth, in that there's still some more experiences that you need here on earth to have, that you don't need to go to the astral right now. So like in my journey, I didn't start all this astral stuff to just recently. Like, yeah, I've been doing this over 20 plus years and never had any desire to go to the astral. Just recently started with the astral over the last year or so. Like, so for 20 plus years, I was connected to Earth and helping and assisting humanity here on Earth. That may be where you are on your timeline. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So just embrace that as that's where you are uniquely in your experience, and somebody else may not be there because it's not on their timeline.
Yeah, we can't rush other people's journey because some people aren't meant to wake up until later on, and some are even tapping out. My mom was talking to me about how a lot of people are dying at this time and around this area, and it reminded me of the conversation that me and you had a while ago where you were saying that so many are going to tap out and so many are going to decide to not be around during this time. It's like they serve their purpose and now they're going to bounce. And that's been happening big time. Some decided to, we were talking about soul agreements earlier. Some, they didn't agree, their soul didn't agree to be around during this phase. They agreed to be around during the phase before. Right? And some didn't agree to wake up or to be in awareness until later on, once the ones that are meant to do the work, which is like all of y'all and us, do this work here, and then later on, then they come. So some of my nieces and nephews, they're pure star seeds. They're even my soul children, and they go around telling everybody that I'm their real dad, which is wild. And this is something that I hold dear to my heart. Nobody understands what's going on, but I'm like, well, 'cause these are literally my children on earth with me. And that is something that I hold so dear, and I know that they won't be in this type of world or this type of understanding until later, by the time the war, if you want to say the earth war, is sort of complete. And then now it's like, okay, the earth war is complete, time to establish the new world, and then the star people come and help rebuild, like we always talk about is going to happen. These, like my nieces and nephews, are going to be ready. They're going to be at that maturity level and standpoint to where, and the consciousness to where they are going to play their role in society then.
Absolutely. And then you got beings, like my mother, who just left like a couple of years ago, because she's more help to me over there than she was here, because she's guiding me here with insight that I would not have had if she were still here, because she wasn't as tapped in or connected as she was here in this physical reality. But she's playing the game over there, giving me some nudges, some hints, some tips, and some insight into people that are coming into my awareness now that I don't need to be intermingling with. Mm-hmm. You see? So y'all got some people that are going to be leaving here now because they can be better help to you in the game, in another dimensional realm.
Ari said, but what if I see certain agents in the astral on missions they just don't want or don't need to remember? Now, there's many of them that are like that too, that are doing mission work and are doing stuff within the spirit and within the astral, but aren't fully aware that they are doing it. They think they're just having dreams of fighting or dreams of healing people or traveling the galaxy, things like that. And that's all right. I've noticed in my journey so far that some people are meant to be on mission without knowing they're on mission. They're just living the game like it's a game. And then they wake up and realize, oh shoot, this was a video game. This was a game this whole time.
Yeah. Some people choose that. Like if that's what you guys are seeing, they're choosing that. You cannot have any experience that you did not set up. So that person could have said, oh, I don't want to know what's going on. I just want to play because it ain't gonna be fun if I know. Like, just I don't want to remember. I don't want to know. I don't want to, and that's your prerogative. You have that right. Yeah.
Yo, son, stop with this. You are the father. That made me die, bro. You guys are so funny.